admin team from the PFA group coming at you. We're here to share with you just our absolute gratitude for the space and all the work that everyone puts into it, and how much we love it. And it's really because of you and because of your participation. So we wanted to make a little video to shout out to the community and express that. I'm Hillary Laney. I am passionate about running this group because I really deeply care about giving practitioners access to resources and learning opportunities that they might not have otherwise. Growing up at a homegrown mom and pop shop agency, a lot of opportunity hasn't been available to me just because of funding and resources. And so it really drives me to want to create this space and create a sense of community so that those of you out there in a similar position can get access to what you need to learn how to do this process and do it well. Because as my co-admin said so beautifully earlier, there's a learner out there who will benefit from that. And that's really what we care about. A weird fact about me is I'm extremely phobic of chalk and can never be around it. So please don't ever bring chalk around me. And I just want to share some cool things that we have coming up, hopefully within the next year. We are working on creating CEU content, so specifically putting out webinars that you'll be able to get CEUs from, and we can also use those to help benefit our group as a whole. We're going to be we've already started this, but we're going to continue doing monthly Q&As with our amazing moderators who are an incredible group of clinicians who help run this space. Thanks, guys. We would not be able to do this without you. We have a huge goal for the next year to increase our member participation and get those of you who maybe haven't participated in a webinar or gone to a Q&A or put your data sheets out there or posted some advice to start doing that. We really want to empower you to add and join in this community. And as a little plug, one of the cool things is as you start to do that, I start identifying people who could become more mods for us and add at a higher level to the page and start helping us make some of those larger decisions about where we go. We're working on continually directories of practitioners who are doing this process that you can connect with, but also thinking about making one for agencies to do some more advertising and understand who's hiring out there, who's looking for different positions to be filled. And then one of the things I'm really excited about is we're going to be creating group guides. And so there'll be like mini lessons in our group to go through to learn about the process, basic FAQs, some of our most frequently asked questions being answered in that space so that if you need information, it's really easily available to you with videos, questions and answers, linked posts, some of our most popular posts linked in there, and things like that. And so we're really excited about what's coming up in the next year. And I can't express how grateful we are to the community and everything that you all have done to make this space great. I'm going to throw it over to Ed to share his vision for the next year.
Thank you, Hillary. I mean, that's winging it. That was awesome. that was really great. I 100% agree with everything that Hillary is saying. My gratitude for this space is, off the charts. I see on a daily basis the support and sense of community that happens when someone posts a question, rather than, the judgment or the not best answers that you could get maybe in other places, other spaces. You see genuine, support, and that does go to not only helping someone else, a colleague who maybe in your state close to you, another country, another continent. That also, as Hillary said before, goes to then a learner who's benefiting from you passing that knowledge. So, daily, I think to myself, I'm so fortunate to be in that space, and also, to have the responsibility that, to try to help keep making it better. So I'm very, very fortunate for that. I'm glad I didn't bring a chalkboard and chalk to write some of this stuff down on here, because I certainly wouldn't want to upset Hillary. Fun fact for me, I don't know if it's fun, I've shared this before, that my dad has actually been struck by lightning twice. So once he was riding his bike home from football practice, he had a bike light, and he woke up in the hospital. And then the other time was when early 20s, he was on a landline phone and he was thrown across the room, and again woke up in the hospital. So this may be where I get some of my charge. We're not exactly sure. And that's also a dad joke, so I'm a dad too. So I 100% agree with Hillary as far as moving forward. We would love to see more participation. There already is some good participation, but we'd like to see even more from people who, we know there are people out there who are doing great stuff and getting some awesome wins. We want you to come share some of your wins, and that would be probably number one on my list to see, in the next few months to start seeing more of that. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Also, I'm sorry for not dressing up. Usually I dress up for these things. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt in the air traffic controller thing. So after that, I will now pass it over to the awesome Penny.
Thanks, Ed, and thanks, Hillary. First of all, I'd like to do a huge shout out to the two of you, my awesome admins that you guys are my best friends, and you guys inspire me, and I think we work together so well, and I really, really appreciate that. Also want to do a huge shout out to our mods, which are the most amazing people I know. They just have such creative ideas. They inspire me. They make me laugh. In fact, my husband keeps on saying, please get off the phone, because I'm always chatting with one of the mods and we are discussing data sheets. And I just think we have such an awesome community. I also think the community, our Facebook group, is such a wonderful community. And it is one of the reasons that I keep on going every day and that I join our space every day. I think there's a huge level of support. I love how positive our page is. I love how everyone supports each other. I think burnout in our field is a real thing. The feeling of loneliness in our field is a real thing. The imposter syndrome is a real thing. And I think our space, our page really really creates a space where people feel heard, listened, validated, supported, less lonely. And I really, really appreciate that about our page. So thanks for everyone. I agree with everything that's been said. I also really agree. We have 10,000 people on our page. I would love to see the data sheets that other people create, the data that other people have, the incredible ideas that other people have. I do really would like to add on to finding ways to empower everyone, to put everyone in the spotlight, because there are people out there doing awesome things. And I think the support in this group is something I appreciate most. A fun fact about me is we have several animals in this house, 3 dogs, 1 bearded dragon. The dogs are called Pepperoni, and the bearded dragon together with my dog Macarena. So there you go. We're that corny and we're that fun. I do have to add on to Hillary. You have a weird phobia for chalk. I have a weird phobia for dry tissues. Do not give me a dry tissue. Don't want it. Don't like the feel of it. Don't even like looking at it. Don't even like knowing that anyone's thinking of giving me one of them. Just keep your dry tissues away from me.
So you want wet tissues?
Wet is fine. Just the feeling of that, the dry feeling. I think it's probably the same phobia as Hillary has with the chalk. Just that dry. Oh gosh, it's just horrible. So
I have been accidentally desensitized to chalk over time because people think it's really funny to expose my chalk phobia, because I immediately start throwing up. And it's not as it's not as bad as it used to be, because I've been somewhat desensitized.
I just have escape behaviors. Another things I really would like to add on to, and I think we've discussed this too, is I really appreciate how this group closes the research to practice gap. And I think that's our strength, the practitioners supporting practitioners. And I would love to continue that in the next year.
Awesome.
Well, then let me just say thank you again. And we can't wait to see what 2022 brings. 2021, yeah, was a great year for this group, and it's going to be even better next year.
Never ending 2020. Let's move on from it.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Right.
Take care.